All right, guys, welcome to the Ivy League live stream. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm gonna get right into it this morning. I had some issues. I had some issues this morning with sound, what I thought was sound, but it was just my AirPods. So would have been on a lot earlier to go over things. Kind of upset that I've been up since 6:30 trying to diagnose that problem, and it was just my AirPods. But anyway, which I thought I did. So thank you guys for joining us. Let's get right into it. Let's see if we have any data that comes out today. You have some housing data. You have some consumer confidence that comes out. Really nothing big until tomorrow. We do have a 2-year note auction at 1 o'clock. So if you weren't here with us yesterday, yesterday was a boring day, but we still pulled out two 100 over 100% gainers yesterday on the SPY. The downside and the upside. I had a limit order to kind of save me from, if we ended up falling yesterday. We really nailed these trades yesterday. So let's go ahead and we'll recap that and why. You know what I'm saying? Why were we leaning short? There's a few reasons why, right? Not just, there's resistance here. You have to remember, this is still a rally with a consolidation, right? We're still consolidating here, trying to figure out, do we have a reason? Does the market have a reason to make a new high? Or do we not have that reason? That reason being NVIDIA. That reason being initial jobless claims that come out the very next morning. Okay, you also have, I hate when it does that because now my stuff's messed up. But you also have, on top of that, you also have some retail earnings. You're also in the season of back to school. How's American Eagle, Ulta, right? Lululemon. They have news this morning. So, I will say this too that I wanted to say that I also forgot. I will be covering, I am going to watch today, or at least have it play, the Young Thug and the Young Thug trial. Lil Woody's going to be on the stand today. I forget the lawyer's name. But anyway, I'm going to watch that. So I'll have it probably playing down in the lower corner, and I'll still call out some trades, answer any questions, and all that fun stuff. So let's get right into it. So yesterday, two 100% gains. 150, at least, it was about 200 on this downside move here. All right, and I told you guys you should at least get close to 200%. We paid 50 cents for the 562 or 561. It's either the 562s or the 561 puts. I'm logging in right now. All right. We paid, you could have got an average, like the most was like 54 cents. You could have got 52, 53. Maybe you got 48, 49, depending on your broker. But they went all the way to $1.50, guys. That was just a morning trade. And then we also caught this bounce. Literally, we got long right here. Right there. Right there was us. All right, and I'm going to try to get the timestamp. I'm logging in, not trying, but I will get the timestamp here. I had a limit order out on this, so I wasn't able to get the extension. This was a tough one to sit in because we weren't making any progress, and I do not personally like fighting the trend. I don't like trying to catch a reversal on weakness. So we took this. This was, and again, this was just a move back to VWAP. Back to 561. What's going on here? Did I spell everything right? Hold on one second, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on.
Excellent. Steve, thank you. Pleasure. Joining us right now for more on the Federal Reserve and what looks to be an impending interest rate cut is former Fed Vice Chair Roger Ferguson. He's also the former president and CEO of TIAA, a CNBC contributor, and more than $1
So the short side and the long side. Let me go in here to my orders. Orders. But it, for anybody that was here, you guys know that. All right. The calls were, let's see here, 11:55 a.m. 11:55, right there. That was us, right there, guys, right there on that, right in on that down move, and we sat through it all. 11:55. That was the call side. And the put side, I got left, but I called that out right here on the stream. Them things blasted off from. You looked like 15 seconds later, they went from 54, it was like the low 50s, like 54 cents. I was really fighting for a price. I was trying to get like 48, 49 cents. I had a limit order out, and then they just ripped, right? Once this thing fell out, those things went from 54 cents all the way up to 75. You saw 65, 73, 78. Boom, went right into the low 80s, and I'm like, well, there you go. Take your profit. There's your 50, 60, 65%, and you're going to get your 100%. But again, we calculated, right? So here's the thing, real quick. So the point is we said we're going to get roughly 200% out of this because it's 11.55. We're paying 50 cents. And if we get $1, there's 100% for the dollar. We paid 50 cents. We're going to be in the money by 50 cents because of the 561. So you have the 50 cents we paid, and we're $1.50 pretty much in the money. Well, we're at $1 in the money, and we still have the rest of the day. So they went to about, I don't know, they were dailies, but they went to 200%. And just like we said, and I said, give or take, these things should go a little less, a little bit more than 200% if we can get down to 560. All right, that's how you're going to know your options and how much, just by not even worrying about the delta, just knowing how much you're going to pay and the target in which you get there roughly through an amount of time, right? Because if we can get there by lunchtime, we still have the rest of the day. So that should still give us about 50 cents worth of premium, depending on where we are. Now, if you bounced back, obviously that would, alleviate that plan. Anyway, great day yesterday. 2 over 100% gains yesterday. 2 of them. Nothing happened yesterday for the most part, but there was still opportunity, and we proved it. So let's get into it. Tesla ended up breaking down. I also was a little frustrated with this one. So Friday, I came on and told you guys yesterday that I wanted to go long Tesla, and I wanted to look for Friday, that little shakedown off of this level, but which was stupid. Why? Look at the volume. Look how much more volume you had Friday than you did just to the buy side, no matter the day. Right? Look at that volume. So I wrote down to the upside, but I was trying to take a scalp short. Maybe just like what I was looking for was a pullback just to suck out longs, suck in shorts, shake out longs. And I would have scalped it to make some insurance, and then that drop, get the long, and that never really happened for me. But it is what it is. But we ended up getting that pullback, this gap fill here yesterday. So the thesis that I was thinking about was there. I was just a day early. All right, we are sitting on this 20-day moving average. Let's watch this 212.50 here. Now here, let's do the analysis right now on Tesla real quick, and we'll cover a little bit of the news. I'm kind of just going to take it easy today. Probably just trade the indexes if it gives it to us. Again, listen, my day has been messed up because I had some sound issues. So I do apologize. But we have enough time here. It's 8:30, 8:40. We still have plenty of time here to get something together. All right, so Tesla has a nice little support level down here at the 20-day moving average. Let's see if we can consolidate. We could look for a bounce back into Friday's open. Okay, Friday's open. Where are we at? 212.90 right now? Yeah, so we are still... The thing that I don't like about Tesla is that this 220 level, well, it's like 210 to 220. So, in my opinion, this is it. This is it. Okay, this is it. Why is this it? Because you have 220 and 210. Right there. That is your middleman. What is that? 200 actually. So it's about a 20-point range. This is what I don't like about this chart. Some of these charts just are so ugly. You know, sometimes you have to understand that, you know, sometimes there's just not a trade there. Keep your eyes out for this level here on Tesla at like 208. It's like 207.50, 208. As you guys can see here, I'm wanting to see if you get this. You know, I don't want the 20-day to break, obviously, but that 200-day should start coming in. And you want to watch that double top right there. Watch that level right there. Because then you're going to be put in this range where that may possibly become support, which it looks like it's trying to do now. And hold, and then try to get that extension higher. You still have plenty of gaps above you. You have a lot of gaps. I'm talking gaps all the way up into the 3s, almost 4s. So, they have an event coming out in October. This thing may just trade sideways. For the day, for the day here. Let's see, SPY, Qs. The Qs are actually getting ready to try and break. They're at low a day from yesterday, looking like they're going to break down here off the 50-day. We could use, if the overall markets, excluding Tesla, if we break this 50-day, use 574 as your entry for a short. I would wait for it to like break, right? Let it show you that it's going to break with volume. We'll worry about that when we get there, and I'll talk you guys through it. Or I'll talk myself through it, and you guys, figure out for yourselves whether it's something you guys like or not. So look to the top left here. This looks a little bit clearer. I know if it's hard to see, I do apologize, but I have a huge monitor, and it's hard for me to see. So this level right here on Tesla, let's see if we can get this to hold as support. Okay, you also have the 20-day moving average here. So if you get a 210 to 220 range, that's a nice 10-point range, and we start putting in a little consolidation here. You do have 216 as a minor resistance level. If you can't get above that, then surely we're going to fall. We're going to break 210.50, and your target's actually going to be down there at like 200. You don't have support really until 200. Because this day here, you broke out of 210, you broke down, and that was just a one-day move right down to 199.73. And then you popped and went right to 216. So you have some room here, guys, on Tesla for the downside if it happens. All right, that's 210.50. The 20-day moving average. If you break the 20-day moving average, then it's on. All right, but I want you guys to know one thing. I want you guys to know something here. Yes, the volume has cooled off a bit. All right, but there is still more buy-side volume than there is sell-side. And you can see that easily by looking here at the charts. All right. I've been keeping my eye on this for a few weeks now. That's how I know this. I should get rid of some of these levels. I really should. Let me just get rid of... Let me get rid of this stuff here. You know what? Let me go here. What is that? 220? Yeah, we can leave that. Let's get rid of this. Sometimes you don't need that many levels there. All right, so you guys can see here on just about every time frame, we are a bit overdone. And this level here at 210, 209 or so, it's like 209.80, 210. Let's see if it can act as support, because we broke out with an increase in volume there. And once you break out with an increase in volume, chances are that level should still hold as support. So 212.50, it's like really, let's call it 210. Right? It's 210. It's the 20-day moving average. I'm actually going to put this here. All right. It's this whole range. It's an area. It's about a $2 area. Right there. See, it's going to block the 20-day. So just use the 20-day. All right, and let's see. You could look for longs off of 210. You would target 216 and see if you can get above 216 and go back and retest that 50-day. We have not turned the 50-day into a rejection point on really like the hourly or half hour, so you could see a revert back to that today. You could. We are a bit overdone on just about every time frame. So we had a low volume pullback day yesterday. I'm going to look for the long on Tesla, personally. you know, I'm not just gonna force it. I'm gonna let it. You know, I'll see if that's what it wants to do. If we come out the gates and we have a massive amount of sell side volume, then no, I'm not gonna go long. The easiest thing you can do is look at the volume and make sure that if you're going to trade, that stock has double the average volume. And I'm telling you, you will save yourself a lot of money. Let it show you the trend, and put, like, try to dumb it down. You know, like, it's very easy to see here Friday that Tesla came in the day and had more buy side volume, and I didn't try to fight it, but I did try to I did try to trade this in a manner I shouldn't have done when I wrote down the long, right? Doing those things, and you catch yourself doing it. I know you do. If you're somebody that's here listening, you know you've done it where you're like, I'm long this thing. The day opens up, and you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to short. Like, you're doing the opposite of what you know you should be doing. It's crazy like that. It's weird. I know it is. I know you may not do it constantly, but you have done it in the past. If you haven't, congratulations. Maybe it's just me, right? But anyway, so let's look for this 210, 212 on Tesla. Let's look for this to become support. You had some nice volume come in yesterday at the end of the day. Let's see here. Let's hold this. We'll do this. We still have a few minutes. All right. Let me actually... How does this look? There we go. I'm gonna do that.
So it's hard to make those pins. I remember there was a shortage. I remember Mylan Labs.
I would like a move back to 230. That would be awesome. All right, so you guys got that level, correct? I'll write it in the chat if you guys want. Let's see here, live. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're watching the 20-day moving average, like we're calling it 210. The low 210s to 212. 210 to 212. We're calling it the 20-day moving average. All right. Let me write it in the chat real quick. Oh, I don't want to do that. TSLA. And we're looking for the 50-day. That's our first target is going to be 216. We'll call it 216. I like 218. I like 218 better, but let's see here. Let's see here. Let me see. Yeah, 216. 216, 218. That's what I'm targeting. All right, so that's that. That's that. All right. 20-day moving average. If you want the short side, you break 210. Look for that 20-day to be your you look for that to be your entry point once you break down, and then you would want to look for a swing trade down into 200. All right. So if you weren't there with us, you guys will see here you have no support until 200. 199.75. I don't know what the hell happened there. It's what I hate about this thing. This thing just 199.75. All right. Once you break this, you know what? I'm gonna put a dotted line here. We'll do it right. Which I tried to put a box. All right, that's that for Tesla. All right, guys, that's that. Let's do this. So, boom, that dotted line, 209.95. 209.95 breaks. You know, you got some room. Once you break through that level, if you want to go short, go ahead. I'm not going short. All right, I'm not going short. I'm looking for this to be support. I'm looking for the 20-day to be support, and we sit from 210 and just range bound to 220. All right. Once we break 210 or so, then I'll be like, all right. But I just think there's got to be a reason why. I think there's got to be a reason why, right? Either there's a reason or we get 2, 3, 4 times the volume today on that downside move. and the volume tells me, hey, that's the side of the trade I need to be on. All right, let's keep it moving. Apple. I was wanting to actually go long Apple. And apparently it was down today. So you can see this is a nice, like, look at this daily chart. Just take a look at this daily chart. This looks beautiful. Look at this. Look at this daily chart. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Got these prior highs here, okay, at 225, 225.50, right? 225, 225.50. You have the 20-day moving average crossing above the 50-day, the 100 above the 200-day, right? Everything just angling to the upside, and you're holding this level right here as support. So I'm looking, and in AMD, or not AMD, but Apple obviously is waiting for NVIDIA earnings. Look at this tail here. This whole area here, we rallied up to it on an increase in volume. That resistance should hold as support. And you want to be, I'm personally would like to be long here at 225.50 to 226. And I want to look to get this gap fill up here and look to even probably make new highs. But that's all going to depend on NVIDIA, right? This is what I want. Bang. Let's go. That's a nice consolidation, right? That's a nice consolidation. Let's hit them. Let's get that thing going. I was getting ready to say something, but I'm not going to say it. But I will say hit the like button, subscribe. If you guys want to get set up with like a one-on-one and, you know, find out some of the things I like to use for my trades, for my entries and my exits. And just get to learn how to read a chart better and get better at trading. It's important. I mean, again, this is the greatest equalizer. It really is. The market really is. It's just, we also need to be thankful that we even have it, okay? Because if we didn't have it, you know, there's a lot of people that would be struggling right now, you know, and I'm talking more so paying for your daughter's wedding, right? You know, it allows you to be able to do things in life, and you know, that's what makes America great. Look at that island reversal up here on Apple. Whew. Is that the retest for the island reversal? Look at that. It's just sitting up there. And Apple is a stock that likes to put in island reversals. Okay, so real quick. Yesterday, PDD. Let's go check this thing out real quick. Huge gap down. I actually wanted to try to get the reversal on this. And it just kept drilling, so I just stayed away from it. You did have a nice tail here. We said look for this 99.50 to be support. And look for a bounce back to like 110. So let's go to a 15-minute chart, see what it's doing this morning. And it's still selling off. This thing is not good. It's not a good look there. All right, PDD, that's probably a short. ARM selling off. So you can see here, a lot of these semiconductors are selling off. This is your last line of defense at 126, 125.50 on ARM. All right, and you could have a little range here where you're in this little box here, right? Trade between the 20-day moving average and prior day's low, yesterday's low, here at 128. So you have to be conscious of, you know, what are you looking to get out of the trade. So it may just be a day where you want to look for trades. Either, you know, you think you can get this thing back down to this resistance at 122. But then you're breaking your moving averages. So what does that say? You know what I'm saying? You're not holding them. You're breaking them. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to trade ARM. You know, I think this thing is probably where it should be. Let me go here. Let's go to the daily chart really quickly. I actually wanted to short this thing, and I didn't get it on the breakout there. You know, you look for the 120. My fault. Watch the 20-day moving average and 120. We're gonna put this right here at 120. That's that previous resistance that you broke out of, and you look to turn that back into support at 120. And when you broke out, it was on a decrease in volume, so that's not a good look either. So that may end up failing. It's not good. It's not good. It's not a good sign.
Redbook U.S. retail sales first 3 weeks of August plus 4.9%.
Listen, real quick, there is a chart I want to show you guys. You know, that's what I got for you. If you guys want to look for this support level here at 128, if you can get a bounce back in the prior day's close and prior day's low, or Friday's or Thursday's close, like this whole area here from 127.80 to 130, right? That whole box, look for that to be resistance. You're trying to break down now and see if you can crack the 20-day and look for a swing trade down to the look for a swing trade down to 120. I'm not, you know, it's not really a setup I'm looking for, you know, but if you really want to trade ARM, or if you're trying to look for something, like there's $1 or $2 you could get out of that, or I'm sorry, like $2 to $3, maybe $4. Look for that to get back in the low 120s. Watch Coinbase. Look at this daily chart here. Look at this price action. So if you guys have heard before, where you guys have heard me talk about, you guys have heard me talk about tight price action, right? Look at this. Look at this price action here on the daily chart. Look at this. Look how tight that is. Keep Coinbase on your radar. Let it show you what side it wants to take. I'm not even going to try to guess because I don't care. But what I do care is the fact that I have located this and I have caught my eyes on it. Let's go take a look back real quick. Let's go take a look. Look at Goldman Sachs. Look at Goldman Sachs. And we traded this. What do you notice here? What do you guys notice here? How many viewers we got? I really want y'all to see this. So you guys can start taking it into your hands once you guys start seeing this. Look at that. When you see price action that looks like this, where it's just tight and it's not moving, it just goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, but it doesn't move. It stays right in the same area, and it can do it for months. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took 4, almost 5 months, guys, for this thing to break out. And guess what? We got long this thing twice for a few different reasons. That tail right there on the 50-day, yeah, that was us for the long. And we said we're going to look to go to new highs. And guess what? We paid $1.80 for these calls for the weeklies. By the afternoon, they were at $1,600 by lunch. By the afternoon, they were at $1,800, 2,000%. And then the next day, you know, I don't even remember where it was at. But we were $10, $15, $20 in the money the next day. We nailed this trade. We nailed it for a few different reasons, because we were watching this thing. We're like, hey man, this thing is going to break out or break down. This thing is getting ready to go on a massive run with this price action. When you see this tight price action, let it do what it needs to do. It will show you, right? It breaks out. We're like, cool. We took this long too. We traded it a few times before the big move. And guess what? It's live on this channel. So this earnings catalyst, right? It came in with earnings. It was one of the only banks to gap up. The minute it pulls back to the night of the earnings to fill that gap in this previous high, bang. We said 405 or 406, 404. We're getting long with a stop at what was it? It was right here. Actually, it was this day right there. We took this day because the markets were selling off, but banks were still holding up green. They weren't selling off. Like, they would close a little red, but they were flat. They were starting to anchor up, and the market was selling off, but they weren't selling off that hard. It had good earnings. We have this tight price. Like, I'm putting it all together. All the pieces of the puzzle. We got long here. We got long there. And that was the big one. It was the 404, 406 to 404 longs. Prior day's close. Right, you can see right there, 404. And we used that prior Thursday right here as our stop. We said if we get below here, You get into there, we break that level right there at 402, like 400. You know, Thursday, that was a Thursday, I'm pretty sure. We're out. So anyway, long story short, let me not get too wrapped up into that. This is a nice, like, uptrend, anchored bullish, like, there's more. I can't remember off the top of my head where the stock is. Keep your eyes on Coinbase, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm hitting this trade. And when it shows me where it's going, I'm hanging onto this thing for everything I got. I'm putting the trade on, and I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to do my damnedest to leave it on. This is going to be a big one, I'm telling you. Let this thing I don't know how long it's going to take. It could take a while. But this, I'm telling you right now, this is the start of something to come, whether it's to the downside or upside. Again, just think back, guys. We sat and watched Goldman Sachs for how long when it did that? How long did we watch that for? Look at that. It stayed sideways for 4.5 months. And then bang. Dude, one day those options were just 1,800%. Almost 2,000% in one day. On this long. To break out to new highs. Alright, so when you see that nice, tight price action, and if you hear me say it, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Don't keep your eyes off of it. Or don't lose track of it. Always look to see what it's doing. Right? If it breaks out, cool. Be patient. Let it test. Or catch the breakout. Take some money. Start building insurance. Something's going to happen with Coinbase. I'm telling you. Whether it's to the upside or downside. You know, this thing starts to go. This is always a build-up. And that pressure will explode. That pressure will explode. Alright, so I'm just letting you guys know now. I do have Coinbase on my watch because I want to see what this thing is going to make a move. Don't know when. Just wanted to give you guys that idea, and just to give you guys a heads up on that. Let's go real quick. Okay, so we have some news here. We have upgrades. We have some downgrades. All that fun stuff. So Apple fell 0.3%. Tech giant announced somebody is stepping down. I do know that. No big deal in my opinion. Eli Lilly fell 1.5% after drug giant announced it has released a new form of weight loss, Zepbound, for roughly half its usually monthly list price. I don't even know what the hell that means. NVIDIA edged higher. Results on Wednesday, which is likely showing that quarterly revenue more than double. JD rose 3.9% after the Chinese online retailer announced a new 5 billion share buyback program, allowing the company to buy back its stock over the next 36 months. Kava slumped 7.6%. Director of fast casual Mediterranean restaurant chain, Theo something, filed to sell over 98,000 shares. Let's go look at Kava really quickly. Because Kava was on a lot of these names were on a massive run. Right? Look at that. Boom. Right? McDonald's. Right? That's a huge run. If you guys haven't looked at McDonald's, this thing has been on a tear. And look at the volume that's behind that thing, man. That's a monster volume. Monster volume. So, we can look at Kava real quick. It's way extended, guys. This thing is way extended. We could look for a trade here. Honestly, we could look for a trade here. Oh man, they're gonna take this away from us. Let's see here. See if it holds up here. What is that? 115. There's a 4-2. Let's see here. Let's go look at this really quickly. Again, this is going to have the volume. Boom. Damn. I don't know if this really means anything. Do you guys know if the company's doing a buyback program on top? Just because the CEO sells doesn't mean that the company isn't buying back stock either. Cover 7% per-market CEO, another incentive stock sales, trader funds. Let's see here. I'm just going through some of these Zoom video.
because it's reasonable.
3 trillion and
No,
500 billion just
thank
3
you.
years
No,
ago.
because it underpins all of the AI hopes and dreams.
All right, Kava,
Okay,
125.
So if in fact it does not have the guidance,
I think we got to try to hold 115, and we could look for possibly a move
of the fact that those
back.
dreams are not going to be realized in at least the time frame that the market somehow expects.
I like your analysis.
Shit. I knew I was going to mess that up. I knew it. I knew I was going to mess it up. I don't know why I did that.
It's almost as if
Just want you guys to be able to see it.
but he hasn't fully formed, because when he has a team, a robot team, and he has
Yeah, I think 125. I think Kava, if you're going to look at Kava today, we got to look for that 125. You know, the question is do we end up breaking? Do we end up breaking 115? 115. This is your earnings breakout as well. Okay, so this would take you back down. If you break 115, you do have room back down to the earnings high. That earnings, like, I'd say the support for the earnings is 110. So what I would like to look for is a pop on Kava, right? And look to get a 120. I don't know if you're going to get 125, but I would watch 120 first. And look for a short. And let's see if the rejection comes in. I mean, you got to watch the volume, too. You can't just assume that you just we're going to be short just because an article wants you to be short or just because the CEO sells. There's obviously something here with these earnings. You know, it's a stock that I wish I owned. So I'm going to watch 120. 120 short, Kava. Let's keep an eye out for a 120 rejection.
Dispel concern and drive share price rebounds for the overall AI supply chain. Those are some pretty bullish
I know
words.
it's very bullish, and I wanted to hang my hat on it. My problem is that if you're on a Jensen on call, it's mostly collect credits.
Okay, so look, we did bounce and we pulled back and held this level here. And you did break that 117. But I still think you need to go back to this prior. Man, this is weird. This is not cool.
You have to wait. We'll collect crest, for instance, say with the possibility of enough cash building that they have to do a buyback of humongous size that could buy back almost 10% of the stock. That could happen. But look at my history. Ha ha.
You want to move on to Apple?
Well, I just say he was the one who said, "Look, I've got to accelerate the buyback."
Right.
Yeah, let's look for a bounce back to 120, guys. That's what I'm going to look for.
Help this make that turn. By the way, it did announce its iPhone event for September 9th. Now, of course, it is expected to unveil that new model.
So again, I don't have conviction in this trade. 120, and we'll say, what is this? A 120, 120, 125 rejection. 120, 125 rejection.
Sale out with a report, short report on LUMN.
115, 110 target.
And he was not just one of these useful idiot buyback buyers. He actually looked and saw the stock was down a lot, took advantage of it. Now a lot of buybacks are. I used to run a lot of buybacks.
115.
You would have 100 years ago. Actually, no. I think it was when Lincoln was president.
You invented the buyback, actually. Didn't you call and say, you guys should, maybe reduce your float, it'll help your EPS?
Was that before I invented the limit order? Okay, so just so we're sure, all right.
Okay, you used to run some buybacks for some various.
By the way, on CNBC.com right now, 20% off the best
when
canned
you
tuna.
Kerrisdale giving LUMN a zero price target. That is maybe uniform Michael
I
November.
want you every day
Yes.
to buy 100,000 shares. Right.
Share is falling here now, $5.52.
Use your brain. If the stock gets hammered, go in and buy with both fists. The latter, which was so smart, is rarely done.
But in this case,
All right, so that's that. There's really no conviction there. If you guys could hit the like button, subscribe. There's really no conviction, but that just keep eyes on 109.75. Your whatchamacallit, that earnings top. All right, that earnings.
you know anything about this guy, correct? I mean, again, we are talking
Yeah, that earnings pop is at like 112, 112. We'll see what happens here. No real conviction on that one. AMD just, this thing looks ugly. I think you could look for a move back. If the markets are going to sell off, look for a move back in the 140. But, you know, we have kind of already broke this level now. So,
Rich Galanti was the man who just said, you know what, your price is too high, so we decided to go in with Costco.
No, it is what, no, John was talking to be extremely important that certain
Apple.
companies, they have a great deal of
Reporting rumors about Apple moving capacity back to China as very likely, according to sources.
this stuff takes a while. I wish I did a lot of... I was kind of tired yesterday, so I didn't do much work in the afternoon. I did try to do a little bit. I'm actually, if you guys don't know, I'm going to change up this channel a little bit. If you guys, again, hit the like button, subscribe. We're almost at 300 subscribers. We're almost at 500. I want to do this giveaway. I gotta understand that. It's not that I got to, but I just understand that, you know, what I've been doing hasn't working. So I gotta change some things up a little bit, and I've been trying to work on that, and working on, you know, some of these trade ideas. There hasn't really been much news or anything, so I am going to change some things around just a little bit. If you guys want to give back to the stream, again, I want to try to keep this free for everyone. Tell a friend. If you guys want to give back, that link is in the description. Hit the like button, subscribe. You know, let's have a great day. I want to help you guys learn how to do this because, again, I can't explain it. Once you really learn how to do this and can make good decisions and understand when you should and shouldn't be doing something, right? That's what it comes down to. You know, you can see the market's waiting for NVIDIA. The market didn't do really any, like small caps. You would think like, okay, everybody's going to go to small caps, but small caps were boring yesterday. So, but again, we still managed to find a 200%, triple digit gains yesterday on the SPY. Let's see here. Let me turn this back. So, AMD, guys, if you reject 150, let's look for a move back down to 145. The longer-term trade on that would be 140. I just don't really like it. I got to be honest. You have the 20-day coming up here at, like, 145. It should pop to, like, 145, 146. So, you know, bounce back rejections with yesterday's close. You know what? Wait. Why is that doing that? No. Hold on. I thought it was this level here, 152. So it already rejected 152. I don't... AMD's chart's horrible looking, so... Yeah, I'm just going to say it here, man. 150 rejection. You know, 150 rejection, but if you... You know, you got to watch. You have support at 148. Is it worth it? Not to me. Right? Now if we could get this... Now, if you want to talk about, like, this gap fill at 152, sure. That's a lot better. I'll take a 152 short. Alright, so if you can get up to 152, I'll look at it. Let's just tell it for what it is. This thing's over, in my opinion. I think it's a little overdone. Not that that matters, because it can stay overdone. You have a little bit of support coming in here at 148. So 148's a level. If you end up wanting to be short and you're looking to break 148, if you can get through 148, your major support zone is at 140, the low 140s. So there, if you're bearish this name, then yes, you do have room to the downside if you think you can break those levels. But you're going to need some help because I'm telling you guys right now, this thing may just start, it should start to flip any second. Maybe it wicks down, gets all these people into the short side of this trade, and then bang. You see 149, yesterday's low, 148.90, you know, the 148.50, and this thing just reverses. Unless there's news that I don't know about. This was some pretty serious volume yesterday. Look at that volume yesterday on AMD. It's not a good look. Not a good look. That is not a good look. Neither is that at the 100-day. Oh, fuck. It's not good. It's not good. Alright, I'm going to move on for that. I'm going to move on from AMD. Super Micro's falling down now. I guess SMCI's hurt. Like, okay, so look. I think they're just they're anticipating. They're managing. You can see institutions managing risk right now in front of NVIDIA earnings. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what this is. Again, good morning, everyone. I will have Young Thug's trial coming up. Look, here you go. You're getting that reversal. Let's go look at SMCI. We got to talk about Meta. Damn, what's going on here? What's the news with SMCI? What happened? What happened here? Issues a report on Kotal Super Micro. Oh my gosh. All right, so guys, SMCI. Yes, there's a report out. Let's look at this. If you guys don't follow me, go ahead, follow me at Ivy League Trades on Twitter. Hindenburg Research, new from Supermicro, fresh evidence of accounting manipulation, sibling self-dealing, and sanctions. Okay. 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 Well, alrighty then. Alrighty then. Alright, guys. We might have a trade here. This is your last line of defense at 500 on SMCI. Yeah, look at that reversal on 500. So 500, and then you have room back to 600. Damn, that's 100. God damn. All right, if you're going to trade SMCI, be careful. You're going to need to have $30, $40 swings here. Like, this thing just went from 496 to 520 just on a bounce. So if you decide to trade this, make sure you're going to be able to give this enough room. Make sure you can position size, you know, have your position size to where you can sit through a drawdown if you're going to play weekly options. All right, 540, 580. That's what I'd be watching. 540, 580 on SMCI. 540, 580. I can tell you that right now. 540, 580. Let's see here. 600 was your support level. 600 dropped.
I think the hope and expectation always was that they would continue to be able to raise the number, but in such a short amount of time, it was hard. Yesterday I reported there was a plan to increase the bid. Well, there was, as I understand it, but of course, in order to do that, you've got to raise even more. And the sources of said financing, I think, were at least suspect in terms of the numbers themselves. And by the way, I do believe, and this is conjecture, that there was a belief on Mr. Robinson's part that Bain would be there, the large private equity firm, as a partner. They never showed. I would make the point, by the way, there are no private equity companies that showed here.
Yeah, I would just be careful with this one. I would. I'd be careful with this one. Look at the Qs. The Qs ended up breaking down right now. That news obviously is gonna play a role. I like 540 a little bit better than 550, but wow. But is it true? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Yeah, they could report it, this, that, and the third, but is it true? Where's the proof? Like, does anybody have the report? Are they just accusing them of these things, or is there actual proof? That's the question. So I'm gonna keep it going here. Earlier in the week, damn, that's a nice. That could be a nice support level there on SMCI. Google. Oh, we got to look at Meta really quickly. We got to look at Meta real quick. The market's getting ready to open up here in 10 minutes. Guys, please hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you can. Please share this with a friend, a family member, a stranger. I don't care. I urge you guys, again, you know, say hello in the chat. You know, we're here to work together. We're here to help each other. You know, find opportunity and provide opportunity for one another. You know, a lot of people pay a lot of money to have to join a program where they can hang out with other people to trade, and I don't think it's crazy, but you know, I there's like a lot of information that I would like to start getting out. It's just like it kind of makes me wonder if, like, you know, like, do I just give that information out now, like, while there's nobody here? Like, it doesn't really do anyone any good. You know, it's like I don't know how to explain it.
The market's closed.
Futures don't sleep in the outdoors, bro.
Dad, is mommy a finance bro?
She switched careers to make money for your weddings.
Ooh, penny stocks are blowing up, sweetie. Grab your penny bank. We're going all in. Let me ask you, for your wedding, do you want a gazebo in a river?
What's a gazebo?
Something that your mother always wanted and never got.
Or you could give these different investment options a shot.
The right money moves aren't as aggressive as you think.
Keeping the best.
Growing your business is easy once you know the moves. With GoDaddy Website Plus Marketing, you can quickly create a website and AI will customize it for you. Get your business out there and get more customers in here. No sweat. For you anyway. Create a beautiful website in minutes with GoDaddy. Am I still on target to have enough for retirement?
Am I saving enough?
Is the economy turning?
Can I afford her college?
You know, technology can't answer those questions, but RIAs can. And when you're supported by someone who's faced them too, it's much easier. It's more than tech, more than service. What matters is having a custodial service provider who gets you and treats RIAs like they treat their clients. And that's Trade PMI.
The Alaskan Gold Rush was the greatest gold rush in the history of North America. The Fort Knox gold mine in Alaska has become one of the largest and most productive gold mines in the U.S. Now meet Nova Minerals on the NASDAQ, symbol NVA. With gold prices at record highs, Nova has a multi-million-ounce gold resource that continues to grow in the same gold belt as Fort Knox. Vast exploration upside and moving rapidly towards gold production. Nova Minerals, NASDAQ NVA.
I'm always shopping the Real Real. They drop over 10,000 new arrivals every day.
Gucci, Rolex,
Prada,
Louis Vuitton.
Hermes, Cartier, Tiffany.
Up to 90% off retail. Endless luxury. The Real Real.
I'm here, guys. Just give me 1 second.
TheRealReal.com. Terms apply.
New projects means new project managers. You need to hire. Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes
Oh, that's
meet
why.
your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/hire and get started today.
Back here in Ann Arbor, beautiful night for some football. Ready to rock. Here are the big hits.
6 minutes before we get started with trading here at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's get a mad dash with Jim. You want to talk a little Lulu?
Yes, August 29th is Lulu Day. Now, if it weren't for the fact that we have NVIDIA, yeah, I know.
What happened to Lulu?
Well, they had a botched launch of a particular kind of fabric that just didn't go well. David, we now have, I mean, everybody's been joining the Ray J 400 and 350. Okay, well, I mean, it's 270. Cowan 420, 375. What you have here, David, is a new, we see this happen quite a bit. The go, I'm going 540 to 270 because you look like a total dope unless there's a stock split. But I will tell you, David, this is a little anomalous. I'm gonna give you a little anomalous prediction. Please. If they do in line, I think the stock goes up. They have $2 billion in cash. They can do a hefty buyback.
Okay.
I don't think that they're going to take the city down. I think that they're tired of this. They have done this before. They have said, okay, look, our inventories are lean and we're back. I think that if they just say, hey, we're where you think we are,
Yeah.
then the short squeeze starts.
Okay. So all the bad news in some ways is
That's my
there.
point. David, they call it because they want to make a fancy term so that nobody at home understands. David, this is de-risk.
De-risk.
It's de-risk.
De-risk. The drawdown has occurred.
Yes. Oh my God! You private credit guy. You.
Drawdown. I still just love that stuff. Genesis words on Wall Street. It was a drawdown. We had nothing to do with it. All right, the opening bells. What do we got? Yeah, 4.5 or so minutes away. Don't go anywhere.
All right, let's go, guys. All right, meta. All right, meta broke down. You see that previous, whatever you want to call it. You have this pivot high. You try to get above it, hold it, breaks down. You retest it. You get up there, hold. Can we break out? Nope. Falls down. But now we have the 50-day, 20-day, and all that fun stuff popping in, saying hello, and being there to hold us up. All right, so you have the 20-day at 510. Currently, we're at 517. Currently, Meta is residing at 517. Let's take a look here, though. Let's go back to the charts. Let me do this really, see if I can do this on under a minute. Under a minute. Uh-oh, this thing might be bullish as hell today, guys. Uh-oh. Holy shit. All right, okay. Alrighty then. I gotta be honest with you. I got to be honest with you guys. I think Meta, if you can get above 520, guys, I think we could look for a move back to 530. I gotta be honest. You gotta look for 525. At least 525. You know. Or maybe it has a little more room. Like, maybe we wait for the long at 510. That's it, 510. That's what I'm doing. 20-day, 510. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that.
Dan's loving it. He's in his zone right now. When does your cellboy walks into your office? I know. Hello.
Exactly.
Okay, team. Oh, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you.
Honestly, I don't do a whole lot here. I'm really just here for the AT&T internet. It's super fast.
All right, guys, a minute 30. Hold on 1 second here. Just give me uno momento away. Let me see. Look, it's already starting to pop right now. I knew it. I fucking knew it. So we're not getting 510. Yeah, guys, I'm looking for 530 on Meta. I'm looking for 530. Look for Friday's low up here. You got 525 and then 530. Friday's VWAP.
Always looking forward, anticipating risks, and trusted to manage over $1 trillion in assets worldwide.
U.S. market open.
Solving for the needs of investors today and tomorrow. That's the power of Nuveen.
Let's go, guys. Clap it up. Let's go. Let's have a great day. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Let's go. Get the stream going. We're going to have the Young Thug, Little Woody on stand today playing in the background. I'll bring that up right now, even though the market's getting ready to get open. Let's go here. Trade. 5 minutes. Let's look at Tesla, TSLA. Good luck today, guys. Look at Tesla. Tesla already out the gates. All right, Tesla ready to roll, ready to rumble. Where are we at? 513, 513. All right, guys, I'm looking for a move back. There we go. Bang. Tesla's going to block right there. Bang. It's ready to go. Shit. I need to get on it now. I need to get it now. I need to get it now. I need to get it now. Shit. Fuck. I knew it, guys. I knew it. Tesla, you had to get on it then. Let's see here. Let's see. Come on. Volume so far is really low. That's okay. See, I missed it. I fucking missed it. I knew it. You had to be on it, guys. You had to be on that. Fuck. God damn it, man. Fuck. Today's Tuesday. God damn it, bro. That pisses me off. Look at that 15-minute chart set up there. Right off the bell, you had to be long. God damn it, bro. Why is the 15-minute chart like that? Like, come on, dude. Alright, you're taking profits in front of 216. Nice job. Right off the bell already. Nice job. God damn it, man. Oh, my God. Oh, that's why. Because it's on a 5-minute. Oh my God, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to see if I can get an opportunity here to get in that. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm kind of frustrated there. That was a beautiful, beautiful trade idea right there. Tesla long. Alright, we could use this as a support zone. Alright, look for this. Look for that as a possible support zone there. Might be able to... Oh my God, look at it. It pulled right in there. Oh my God. I missed it. It pulled right in. I was giving you guys the levels. They were at 240. They're at 140. They're at 160 now. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. That sucks. Oh God, what an idiot, man. What an idiot. Watch, you do have some possible resistance here, too. At 216. You gotta break 216. So here's what I'm looking at, right? This, you have a gap fill from Friday. We gotta start holding. You can see this gap up here at 220 in the 50-day. Oh, I'm gonna have to move those. Let's move that there. I want like the low 140s for those calls if I'm going to get them. I want to get them as cheap as I can. Like, I want this stuff where I can get it. So there's the daily trade line. Alright, so we're hitting the daily trade line right there. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe. Let's go. You know, what are you watching in the chat? Throw it in the chat. What are you watching? What are you keeping your eyes on today? Look, 160. I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And again. And again. Wait. So 139, 144. The bid ask. Oh, that was weird. Like, look. Wonder if I should put out a limit order at like 138 or so. Oh my gosh, look at that tail. It's gone. Oh. This thing's moving around a lot, guys. Yeah, I knew that would.
competitively we've ever seen.
Look at that, 134, 36.
All right, let's talk Lily. Let's talk about this change in the way that they're going to be able to give people Zep bound, and the idea whether it's
All right, let's see what happened here. I just took that by.
that's sort of weighing
What did I pay? They fucking got me.
Was down 3.5 when this news came out. It's now barely down. By the way, Lilly traded at 9.22 at approximately 7.15. And I think that what's so interesting, David, is it's not necessarily clear
that it's a price cut. Well, you and I are both looking at this note. These guys are pretty, well known for their research in this particular name.
I'm gonna take. Hold on, guys. Here, I took that off. I want to. Yeah, I took that off for a small profit. Listen, we have to watch 216. We have to watch 216. I think we can get through it. That's a nice low volume pullback there. Man, I should have snagged that limit order at the low 130s. Because, we do have the volume behind us. We do have the volume so far. 216. We got to get this break. That's where you want to be a buyer, right there. 133, 136 is where I would want to be a buyer at those low 130 levels. Let's see here. Let's see. Maybe you get 128. Damn, see what I mean? It's okay. Let it go. Let it go. Let's get down here. All right, this is the level. This is the level. You got to hold this level down here. Oh, it's going to break it. I still think that there's room on this trade, man. That's a crazy rejection at 216. Look at the volume here on the 1 minute. The volume on the 1 minute is still stupid low. It's still dumb low. Like, I really feel like this is a shake and bake. I felt it, man. I felt it. I knew they were going to fool around. So we're running a test. Where are we going? Where are we going here? What's that dotted line there for again? I forgot what that 109, 110 was for. Okay, now you're starting to get an increase in volume now. Let's see. Watch the volume. Now the volume's going to get going, huh? Look, you can get them for 97 cents. Bro, I might have to take that long, guys. I may have to take this long. Holy shit, you can get it at 95 cents now. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. That volume's... That's a nice... Let's see here. They're cranking this thing down, baby. They're cranking this thing down. Go ahead. Crank it down all you want. We're still going to give it to 210. 87. That's a mean downside move. I don't know what the spy's doing. Man, that 216 was a mean level, guys. You had to break through that. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. What we got. What we got. What we got.
I believe that if Apple puts up with the glucose monitor watch, then it's game set match. That's huge. But you have to have longer battery life.
I want to see buyers really start to come in here. Come on. Come on, guys. Damn, yeah, look. The sellers are taking control, guys. That's it. That's it. This thing might end up breaking down now. I think it's safe to say, man, guys, I'm telling you, I still think. Yeah, I guess the sell side volume is taking a hold. All right, let's do it. Let's go short. Let's do it. Hold on. Let me just not do that. 216 was a beautiful level there. Guys, I'm still not sold. I'm not sold just yet. You do have room down to like 198, 200. If you can break the 20-day, If we hold this level, watch for a snapback. Let's see if this thing can start to snap itself back right off that 20-day moving average. I'm not saying it will. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know, this is the level I'm watching at 209.98. And if you break that, look for that to be a rejection point, and even then, you know what I'm saying? You're coming in. If we go here to the 4-hour chart, right? Look at the 4-hour chart. You still have this pivot low down here. There's your pivot low, pivot high. You break it with an increase in volume. That could still be support. Don't get it twisted. Right? You should at least get a reversal here off of this 109, 209.90 level. We'll see. We'll see if we do. I'm going to be there to try and snag this thing. The volume isn't crazy, though. Look at this, right? You want to see some crazy volume? You're going to see 1.7 million shares traded, right? 1.7 on a 3-minute candle. Right now, we're at like 1.3. Bang, right there. Boom. Let's see the buyers come in right now. Boom, I want to see them come in. Let's go. Let's go, buyers. Step up. Show them what's going on. That's some serious. There's just no buyers. Nobody wants this thing. It is a good thing I sold that. I had a feeling it was not looking good at 216. All right. Let's go. Here they go. They're coming in hot. Let's go. I'm in it. I'm taking that long there. Got filled at 80 cents. This might be a dumb move here. It's okay. I'll give a little bit back. Yeah, they're gonna sell it. Nope. Hold on. Let's see here. I don't even know what I got filled at. 81, of course, because I. Come on, baby. Let's go. Bring the buyers in. That was a stupid move of me. That was a stupid move. I had to take the risk here, though. And it's going to break. And they're going to break it. Oh my gosh, look at that. What's the overall market's at right now? Oh my gosh, this thing's only down 1%. Oh damn, I didn't see that. I did not see that. Come on. What did I get filled at? Price 81. Shit. I'm going to try to get out of this. We're really extended right now. And it can remain overextended. Again, you know, I had to take the risk there. I should have probably waited, but it's okay. Yeah, here it goes. It's going to drop. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, buyers. Let's. God damn it. They just can't do anything. Come on. Give me a 212. Give me a 212. What did I get in at? Let me throw out a limit order real quick. Price 81. Let's go like. Yeah, it's not going to. It's not going to happen.
Coming up in 15 minutes, we have the CD consumer confidence for August, estimating 100.9. Prior was 100.9.
All right, so I have a limit order out at 88 cents there. I'm going to adjust this as we go and see if we can try to just get a bounce back. It looks like that 1 minute trade line's coming in pretty hot though. Yeah, it's not going to work here. May not work, guys. This is going to get ugly. Damn, guys. I have some insurance built. I got to remember that because I did make some money here on the long side. So like I just want to get another bounce to VWAP. We need another little bounce to VWAP. Let me look at this. This thing could just fall to 205, 206. Come on, man. I'm trying to hang on a little bit here. Like, I'm really thinking about just going short this thing. Because you're only down 1.7%. Man, they already want $1.50 for those. That's crazy. Let's go, guys. Let's get a bounce back to 212. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We can do it. You can do it. Come on. Fucking asshole. It's not going to. Alright. Again, I do have a limit order out on this. Just want to get a bounce back. They're just stuck at 68.70 cents. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Get on moving. Get on moving. Get on moving. That sucks. I kind of just went too early. I should have waited. I should have waited a little bit there, but what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? I should have waited. Jesus Christ.
Prove their case at least. I think they're just going to talk about safe play. They would talk about safe play. The safe play in the same way that Jonathan Cantor, the head of the Assistant Attorney General, it really felt very strong.
Come on, let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Just get your ass right on back to 213, 212. Let's go. Let's snag this reversal. Alright, I have a limit order at 88 cents. But I might have to lower it a little bit because, look, as soon as we bounce that trade line, everything's coming in. You know, don't fight the trend, man. Don't fight the trend. I'm actually going to bring this down to like 84. See if I can get like an 84 or something like that. Just to get commissions paid for, stuff like that. And then we'll see what happens here. This is still... Man, they are just really, really messing with these. They do not want to pay these things at all. They know. They must be seeing my limit orders and stuff. They're just like that bounce back should have given you. They should be at 80 cents right now. There's no reason why these things should not be at 80 cents right now. Look at that, you fucking jerks. Again, remember, I have some insurance built. That was a beautiful long right off the open. That was a beautiful long off the open. Let's hold it. Let's hold it. Let's go. I don't think it will. Again, I think the downside is probably here to come. That was some pretty serious volume. I'm just looking for a reversal. If I can get something here, it just feels like these bids are not, and the asking price, they're not bringing them up. They do not want to bring them up. Let's go ahead and look at the S&Ps. Or let me look at them really quickly. Yeah, I got to hurry up and try to get it. Come on, man. Like, I'm at least trying to get out of this flat. That way I can be somewhat green and move on to the next trade. Because again, we did just snag that long right off the bell.
They explain life insurance is a valuable asset that can be sold.
And it fades, right? Of course, they're going to fade it right there. Come on, just give me the fucking two. See, I knew it. See how they're not paying? See how it stops? They know everybody's in at 80 cents, and they're stopping it at 77, 74, 73. And they're going to make it hard. And again, we're only down 1.2% with an increase in volume. This thing could still go down 6%, 5% today. You could be at 200. So remember that. All right? I'm just saying. Pretty much everything you need is here to show you where you should be short. Look, that's why it's not getting above that level. Fucker. Come on, man. Let's get above it. All right, this level right here. That level's 211. You got to get above 211 here. That's that prior day. That's that prior Friday's close. Come on, man. And it's just going to meet trade line right there. So I guess I'm going to just throw down my order here. God damn it. This really blows. It's all good. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You know, sometimes you just got to shoot your shot. Sometimes you got to shoot your shot, man. We have a gap above us. Let's see here. I got to get out because these things will go to zero quick, man, if this thing starts falling out of bed. So you need to stick to your stops. Look, it's going to go. I do not want to see this thing just fall out, and which I think it's going to. And look, watch the volume raise. Let's see. We got him. We got to start making progress. What time is it? It's 9:51. Yep, here it is. I think we might start falling. We still have not hit the 15-minute trade line though either. We still have yet to hit that. So maybe we get a little bit of time here. Fuck. 78. I can't even do that. I can't even put in a limit order for a small loss. You fuckers. That's it right there. That's the trade. That's the bear flag. Right there. Bang. Your entry short. Right there. Fuck. Just rip. Just rip to the upside. Fill all these orders on the call end and all the buyers. Get them filled. And then do what you want to do later on. Dude, like, look. They just were higher and they're still sitting them at like 75, 74 cents. Like, they're really dicking over these contracts. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to do this because I made money on the long side. Even if I lose this one. I'm going to put a limit order. Look, it might start going. I feel like I should get short. Let's see. So we did put this dotted line here earlier this morning to say that this, you know, that was our last line of defense. We got to hold that level there. I'm going to edit this for like 78. See if I can get like 78 cents and take a small loss. Come on, baby. Please. Look, they're going to run up and fill my order right now. Watch. I just moved it to 78. Here it goes. Look. See it? Told you. Look, I just moved it. Look at that. God damn it. You fucker. Hold on. Should I go to 82? Oh my god. They didn't fill me either. Sorry, I'm just trying to get out of this thing unscathed. No. Come on. Let's see. What I'm doing right now, and you're hearing me talk because I'm trying to get into this. If I have to market order out or just, you know, I'm trying to raise it, lower it. Come on, lower. Let's go, guys. We're gonna start getting the short. So. Please. God damn it, I'm 1 penny away. This is it. You got to start thinking about the short right now, guys. You got trade line coming in at 211. All right, I'm going to lower mine to 77, my limit order to 77 cents. That 1 minute just came in there. Come on, baby. Please just give me a fucking fill. Don't fuck me. I'm okay with this. And look, it's going to pop. I knew it. All right, they filled me, guys. They filled me, and it's going to pop now, I'm sure. Bro, it was too ugly. That would have been too ugly. That would have been too ugly. All right. Watch this level, though. If we don't break above this trade line... Look, it's going to pop now, you motherfucker. How'd I know? Oh, my God. It's still good. I still think you got some downside to go. You're finally going for that... your trade line in VWAP. Damn, that's a nice hold on that line of defense there at 210 on Tesla. Holy fuck. What a fucking... Alright, let's see here. There we go. That's a beautiful short. Let's see here. Where we at? I still... If I got to sit here and watch these contracts... If these contracts go higher... After I just sat through all that... And it doesn't fall... Look at the sell side volume. It's just leaving. It's just going. That was the right call. I just paid a little too much. I paid 20% too much, man. At maybe 40%. 60 to 80. Let's see here. Let's see what's going to happen. Is this our bear flag? This is a beautiful setup right here. This is your level from prior day's low. All right. And I think last Thursday's close as well. Last Thursday's close. The gap I was trying to fill Friday. And there it is. And there we go. We need the volume, though. You need the volume to break this 20-day moving average. All right. And if you do, you got room down to like 207.50. And you would look for like 205. Take profits in front of 207.50. And take, the rest of it off right down in front of the 200-day moving average at like 205. And it's holding up. I should have given this thing more time, but you guys got to understand, man. Those options would have got crushed if that thing would have fell. So I was okay with losing a few pennies on that. Pretty much, on top of commissions, a little, just a small loss. I'm okay with that because I had a nice winner off the bell. So sometimes you just got to, keep yourself safe if you've kind of like made the wrong moves through the day. Let's go look at the SPY and the rest of the market. All right, I do want to put on this Young Thug trial. I do want to hear this. I will still be trading and taking questions. Look at the Qs. The Qs are bouncing into the 50-day moving average as well. All right, you got the Qs bouncing into the 50-day. All right, Tesla's still holding up there. If this thing, I don't even feel comfortable going long now on Tesla. I think this could open up. It's only down 1.5%. It may seem like a lot more, but it's only down a little bit. And this thing could have a day where you see it down 3.5%, 4.5%. Like, I would say 6%, but what's the news for that? Meta. Let's go look at Meta. Did Meta give you guys the long yet? No, it's giving it to you now. Meta's giving you the long right now. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee really quickly. It may have already turned itself off. So 2 triple-digit gains yesterday. 200% on the downside on the SPY here. And then you got a little over 100% on this upside yesterday. Tesla, we took the long right off the bell today. Tried to get that reversal on Tesla, which in my opinion, there it looks like it's breaking right now at the bottom. Yeah, it's breaking right now. Let's go TSLA. All right, so I'm going to look to get on this thing short. Here you go. That bounce back. You got to think about getting short there. Really, you should have been short on the 15-minute trade line. should use those trade lines for entries, because now you're away from it, right? You're extended away from it, right? You want to put your orders wherever the trade line, your trade lines are, right? What do I mean by that? Here's your lesson for the day. Practice this, all right? I've been trying to practice giving the stock the room that it needs things like that. That was my weekly goal. But like, put a circle, right? Say, okay, like me, I'm only going to short right now. I'm going to show you guys right now. Like, if we can bounce at like 210.17, the low 210s, if I can get that, I'm going to use that as an area, that trade line, to look for a short. You have to understand that there is a support level at 207. 207.85, 207.82 is really the level, okay? I'll put it right here so you guys can see. Right there. This dotted line is going to be a support level right there. Watch that level right there. It's probably where you're headed, right here. 207.82, 207.85. The thing is like, if you think Tesla's going to be down at 200, why? What's the reason? Like, was there news today? Maybe I just don't know the news. All right, pops back into this trade line on low volume. Could give us that second leg to the downside since we just broke the 20-day. But the risk to reward's not worth it anymore. You needed to be short at 216 at that rejection level. Just got to move on. I got to move on from Tesla, guys. I can keep it up for y'all, but it's not there. So what I'll do is I'll leave everything up right here. Hold on. Oh my fucking god, I hate this thing. Sorry for my language. Watch 561 on the SPY, the level we talked about yesterday. Meta, we're watching for bounces into 525, 530. 530 was the actual target we were looking for. All right, 530, 520. I think I put it in the chat, right? No, we didn't get a chance because it was at the end of the day. But Meta, you're looking for 525, 530. That's the two target longs on Meta that we talked about this morning. And they're working out for you right this second. Right now. You're going up into, you've recaptured. That's a nice double bottom here. Let's actually look at it. 522.50. This is a minor level. This level I would keep an eye on. Oh shit, what was I watching yesterday? I want you guys to watch Palo Alto. I know I just got off of Meta, which I'm going to go back. But the only reason I brought this up is because 340 on Palo Alto. 340, 345. This could be setting up for a long if the market can bounce back. All right. Watch 346. Keep an eye on it. That's all I'm saying. Keep an eye on it. Let's go back to Meta. I just had to see where it was at. Kava. So 114's holding. You do have a little rejection here, and we talked about this point here at 117.50. 117.50. So it was 120 or 117.50 because you guys can see this prior off of that earnings call. You see that bounce up into 117.30. Then you pulled back, held that pivot high right here as support. You can see right there, right? There's their pop into it. Then there's the support, right? Pops into it, pulls into it, double bottoms. Puts in a double bottom at that pivot high. So, but to me, that real resistance zone is up there, and then you end up just about pulling back into it. So I figured, and you have that V 2-day VWAP right there as well at 120. So I figured, it's either 117.50 or 120. And now you want to look for a pullback into like 110 on Kava if it's going to break down. Like this could be a nice trade. This would be my entry point. This is a perfect example here. If this thing's going to sell off. Yep, it looks like it wants to. Hold on, the 15-minute trade line still has room back to 120. Hold up. Hold on, this thing might be shaking and baking here. Hold on. Yeah, right there. That's where I'd be entering, right at VWAP. Right there. That's 116 is where my order would be.
The other 493 gave us a 5% earnings growth. Not bad, not like mega cap growth, but importantly, that 5% growth was the first time in the last 6 quarters we've actually seen this inflection.
Let's see. You want to see if you get that volume to come in there. Okay, and look, there's your 23.6 fib as well. Yeah, kinda. So there you go. Now you look to see if you can get the extension. You want to see if you can break 115. Let's see if you can break 115. Let's go. Let's start dragging that thing down. 115. Man, I don't want to go that. I feel fishy about this one. I feel like you. It's gonna hold. I feel like you're gonna see a test of 120. I do. I think you're gonna get that 120 test. And there goes Tesla. Just notice how it's not really having fun. Like that. Like it's not really pulling back. It's not falling out of bed. You're coming into support. You got a lot of buyers that are sitting here buying between 208 and 210. All right, let me pull this up real quick. Let me get some coffee going. Let me stay on track. You guys let me know what you guys want me to put up in the charts or what you guys want to look at. Looks like the market wants to try to make a little progress. Wants to try to start to regain some of what it gave back yesterday. It's just my opinion. All right, it looks like the Qs are trying to hold this 474 level. Let's see if it can hold it. See if it can hold it up. Look, see what I mean? Look, it's going to start trying to bounce. And you would look for 476 as your first target. If you think you can, get a bounce. So there's a trade there possibly. QQQ. I don't have VWAP on this chart either though. So I don't know where that stuff's at. And the SPY. Let's see, the SPY's breaking down. Let's see who's in the lead here. Who are we following? The Dow, the close, we're below the prior day's close.
Scott, taking it from the macro back to the market, how important are these NVIDIA earnings that we're going to talk about endlessly?
Oh my God, man, this.
Points of that gain was NVIDIA alone. The rest of the Mag 7 another 5%, the other 493.
474. That's a nice. There you go. There's your entry. Bang. It should start going. If it doesn't, then that's a problem. It looks like you just need that strength to continue to step in and help bring you higher. So the IWM looks to be the weakest link today. All right, the IWM looks to be your weakest link. Is that our double top? Oh, man. Is that our double top? Holy shit. I got to show you guys something. So, if you go back and look at the IWM and everything that's happened, it really is kind of a resemblance of 2018. Like, it's crazy. Even back to the 2000s. Like, it's just, it matches so, like, way too well. All right.
speaking, I'll take a weaker dollar as evidence of more confidence in global growth. And you can get to that point where we're looking at what's happening with central banks around the globe, perhaps end of hawkish scenarios and going to something a bit more accommodative. That's great. But when we look at the deficit situation, which is, you know, a big focus as we go into 2025, you begin to get concerned about monetary debasement. And that's an issue that is much more difficult to really analyze and assess. But there, the concern is that you begin to see that reflected in the dollar. Now, all told, as long as the dollar is perceived as your reserve currency, it's less of an issue. So we got a balancing act in terms of how we're thinking about the dollar right now. But generally speaking, I'll take a weaker dollar.
All right, there goes the SPY. Target 561, dollar for dollar. Nice job. Nice little double bottom there.
A favorite sector to buy right now, or no? You're not asking.
Favorite sector that you get excited to talk about?
Yeah, I think you know what the answer is.
I know.
And I think I know what your answer
I think
is.
the two of you have a similar
Yeah.
sector.
I think we also know what David's answer would be.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It's not even broadly media. It's just Paramount.
All right, Meta 522.
It's not the Paramount sector anymore.
No, it's the ever-shrinking media sector.
Paramount wishes it was still central to the sector.
Yeah,
Not that I'm
sadly,
saying it's still.
that is a big issue.
But one
Many of the old media companies.
I gotta turn this shit around, man. I've been doing really good, and this, you know, coming on here streaming. Like this morning, I had my AirPods mess up. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Please hit the like button, subscribe.
Yeah,
social media, he had influence,
yeah.
and he was owning several homes, to your knowledge. True?
I don't know what he owned.
Okay. How about cars? He had several cars,
Yeah,
and he would allow people to use those cars. He was free with that stuff, right?
yeah.
And he would rent cars for other people too, even if he didn't own it. Is that true?
I don't know what he do for other people, but it wasn't no issue.
He rented cars for you. Fair?
Huh?
He rented cars for you if you needed it. Isn't that true?
What you mean?
You would drive at times a rental car with permission of Jeffrey Williams that he rented. It wasn't a big deal, right?
I used to just go get the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And it wasn't only you, it was anybody. He's generous, right? With his things.
Sustained. You can rephrase.
It's fine. All right. You also knew at that time, 2014, 2015, Jeffrey would fly on private planes. True?
Yeah.
And he would allow you at times, I don't know the number, you could tell the jurors, to go on a private plane with him. Fair to say?
Yeah.
And you knew he was touring America at that time, right? He was performing all the time, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he would do tours throughout America. You're aware of that?
He used to go to, I don't know what tour is, but he used to go to the different clubs and stuff.
Okay. And do you remember him having, like, go to different cities throughout America?
I mean, that's what I mean to say.
That's fine. And Europe, countries like England and France.
Sustained.
Jeffrey would play in other places, not
Keep
in
an
America,
eye on
outside
Meta
America. You're
here
aware of
at
that, right?
525.50, and that look at the 20-day moving average and that trade
The relevance
line.
is that
All right,
Mr.
keep
Copeland's
an eye
telling the
right
police
there.
Jeffrey Williams cared about a
Watch
window.
Friday's close. Even if you start to get
sorry,
up there,
I
looks like
couldn't
it
hear
wants
you.
to
Say that
break.
again.
Jeffrey Williams cared about a car window. The man is
Okay, I'm not sure the one has much to do with the other, so I'm going to sustain that objection.
when you told the police that this is about a window, Jeffrey's window, remember what we just heard? That was part of your finesse, right? To get you out of there.
When the police would question me, my only motive was to get me out of the interrogation room free. I was trying to say whatever I can to get them to let me go, to convince them that I would help them. And they just were my motive. Every time they got me,
oh, there's your first.
That's what I was trying to do. They were bringing his name up, and if they mentioned anybody's name, I was gonna make up a story on them. I was gonna say something about them, hoping that I can convince them to let me go.
And that's what happened here about the windshield, right? Same thing.
I don't remember what I told them.
I just played it.
I heard what I said.
That was part of your attempt to go home, right? True? Not to be locked up.
Right.
Okay. Did anybody come to you from the police, the district attorney's office, and say, we corroborated, means support or verified, this car window story? Did they ever tell you that?
After 2000, I gave an interview and went to the feds. I haven't heard anything from the state, the police, or nothing until they catch me in the street.
Okay.
They haven't told me about nothing. They haven't reached out to me or nothing.
Okay. I'd like to go to the next issue that I'd like to discuss with you.
It's a nice rejection there at 560, guys. Keep an eye right there at 560 rejections. Let's see if you get another move back down to 558. See if it goes any lower.
10, 2015.
See if we start taking risk off in front of NVIDIA earnings. But be careful,
32 a.m.
because we're already a bit oversold.
If I am
and there's no volume
wrong,
today on the spot.
where?
That's the overall markets.
This is outside of Club Crucial. After you, remember you got into that fight on January 6th, 2015. Remember with the lip and the eye and the knot on the head? Remember that?
And when nothing went wrong with my lip, it was just my eye.
Okay. And it was, the detective said to you, okay, we'll get back to see you 9. He's standing there with Bloody J. You said, so, but Thug pulling my shirt like, there goes Bloody J right there. You know what I mean? Thug and Nard were in the car leaving Crucial that night and firing at either Bloody J or Kel's people. Tell me if you hear that, okay?
Okay, get back to you see 90 standing there with blood. I did something, but Thug put him a shirt like, there go Bloody J right there, y'all mean? So.
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
Okay. Did law enforcement, do you remember Club Crucial back in 2014, 2015? You used to go there every Monday night, right?
Right.
Approximately every Monday night. And
no, every Monday.
Okay. And do you remember ever observing or seeing that there were surveillance cameras inside and outside Club Crucial?
You ever cameras?
Okay. Did the police ever come to you and say, hey, we have the surveillance camera we want you to look at, or the district attorney's office, from January 6th, 2015? Did anyone ever show you anything like that?
I never heard nothing about no cameras.
Okay. I'm going to play on the same issue, same time, dealing with outside of Club Crucial. This is going to be J.W. Jeffrey Williams 240I as an ice cream, states exhibit number 378 YE.
Oh, Apple! I
June 10th,
told you guys.
2015,
I gave you
interrogation,
guys Apple this
10:43,
morning.
20 a.m.
Oh my gosh, it's breaking out.
18 a.m.
This was one of the
And
first
this is
ones
you,
I
just
talked
make sure
about
it's
this
right.
morning.
So when we pulled out, Thug
Oh,
and Nard
shit.
got in the car together. I mean, so when they pulled out, we leave. But when we're leaving, Thug and them pull on a side street. I see them pull on a side street. My pulled on the side. He like, what the hell y'all doing? He like, boy, we want to wait. He come out the club. I'm like, who? He's talking about Bloody J. What the hell? You know what I mean? I said, I hear the gun cocked back. Detective asked, what had a gun? You said that N Nard. Detective said, uh-huh. You said, so I hear the gun cocked back. I'm like, what the F? So I tell them, all right. I mean, my brother was gonna have to turn around. Detective says, uh-huh. So you said, so when we go down and turn around and come back, I'm telling brother, SHI blank, just go left. And we just ride the back street all the way to the house. We just hear the SHI blank go boom, boom, boom. And we just see the car, Thug and them in chasing the other car in front of them. You know what I mean? Detective said, that is the same night you got jumped on at the club? You said, yeah, Thug and them chasing them. Because at first they thought they took money from them. Just listen to it, make sure I said that fairly accurately.
We pulled out. I mean, so we pulled out, Thug and another guy come in. I mean, so they pulled out. We leave. But when we leave, I saw them on Side Street. So I see them on Side Street. My brother pulled on the side. He's like, oh, what the hell y'all doing? He's like, well, we don't need to come out the club. I'm like, who? He's not Bloody J. What the hell you want to know what I mean? Do it to me? I said, I hear the gun come back. Who had a gun? The nigga Nard. So I hear the gun come back. What the fuck? So I said, I mean, my brother go down and turn around. So when we go down and turn around, come back up. I tell the bus, you go left, and we just ride back, we all the way to the house. We just hear the sheep go, boom, and we just see the car doing it, and then chasing the other car in front of them. I mean, this is that night the same night you got jumped on the car. Yeah. So, doing and chasing me, because at first we thought they took money from me.
Did you hear that, Mr. Copeland?
Yeah, I heard.
Was it fair what I said?
What you mean?
What I said was that what you said. Did I take your words and the detective's words accurately? What I said beforehand.
I guess.
Did the police, local police, gang unit, federal authorities, district attorney's office, anybody ever come to you with any type of verification of what you said? Did they ever say to you, yeah, this happened or this didn't happen? Did they ever even talk to you about that?
No.
Okay. I want to go to the next issue, and this is JW240J as in Jake. It states exhibit number 378YE. It's the June 10th, 2015 interrogation meeting or interview.
Watch Apple, man. Watch
It's
this.
at
Watch you get this volume and start to
3:46
break out through
through
228.
3:47:45. And here, Mr. Copeland, you are discussing with the detectives.
You may start to get the market on your back now, too.
That Mr. Donovan Thomas, or Nut, came to the gambling house and met with you, and you discussed
and you're only up 0.3%.
your issues with Mr. Shelkel. I want you to listen
So
to this.
this thing could still have some room, man. This market
You
could
said,
actually
I was just like
shake and bake a
Dawn, but it
lot of
says in
people
other
out of
words,
this thing.
Bruh, what happened? You know what I mean? What the
It's a shame for
HELL?
Tesla.
I'm just like, the only thing I did was, you know what I mean? That NKEL is, that's what that was, because I was just like, and then I just remembered like the stuff Nut used to be saying. You know what I mean? Like Nut pulled up at the gambling house and he tried to talk to me. You feel me? I let the window down. I cracked the window. He said, darn, it says another word, blood. I ain't blood, bruh. You know what I mean? But darn, says another word. You know what I mean? So I pull over. And when I pulled over in the car, him and Big Boo was talking. I mean, dapped him up. Boom, Shannon right there. Shannon walked right past, looked at me, and was like, you know what I mean? Detective said, uh-huh. You then said, and he was just like, man, what's up with you and Kel? Meaning none. Or Mr. Thomas. Like, man, these ends, let him trip with y'all. I ain't got no problems with him. You know what I mean? So we was talking. When we got finished talking, he like, man, I'ma holler at the end. I'ma let y'all ends know what's up. You know what I mean? This and that. Detective said, that's what Nuts said. You said, yeah. So when me and Kel seen, Kel was like, well, he wanted to see what Thug got to say. So I called Kel on FaceTime with Kel, and Kel like, N, I ain't let SHI go until you pay for my window. You know what I mean? Just listen to it and tell me if you agree with what was said.
I was like, damn, bro, what did you have? I don't think I did. That nigga ain't the problem. Know what I mean? The nigga Cal is. That was so I feel like. And then I can remember like the stuff Nut used to be saying. I mean, like Nut put up at the gamma house and he tried to talk to me. You feel me? I did one. I cracked one.
Let's go. What 228 break? Let's go. We can do it. Watch this pullback for this pivot high here. See if you can break through 228.
I pulled over. When I pulled over, I got caught and they did boo talking. I mean, I know. Boom. Shannon right there. Shannon walked right past. Looked at him like, you know what I mean? And he was like, man, what's up with you and Kel? I mean, they young trippers, y'all. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I mean? So we were talking. We got there talking. Like, I'm how that nigga. I'm really trying to know what's up. You know what I mean? This and that. That's what Nut said. Yeah. So when me and Kel seen Church Gaming, Kel was like, well, he gonna see what Thug got to say. So I called Thug on FaceTime for Kel. And Kel like, nigga ain't that shit go till you pay for my window. I mean,
What I said, was that fairly accurate, what you were saying with the detectives?
I never had no conversation with Ned outside the gambling house.
Exactly. Police never came to you in any way to say, hey, we corroborate that or support or verify that, right? That never happened.
I never had a conversation with him.
I want to talk with you about Jeffrey Williams number 240K, as in Kitten, States Exhibit number 378YE. Your Honor, it's at 9:56:01 to 9:56:27 a.m. It's June 10, 2015 meeting. Mr. Copeland, I want you to listen for, and then, correct me if I'm wrong, that you said to the detectives on June 10, 2015, so I went and got the car. I pull up at the green store. I ain't seen them out there. So I was talking to Little Rick. Me and Little Rick talking. I called D. D said he was on Cleveland. So Rick asked, like, where you just go? Because I was going to the girl's house. He like, all right.
Watch Tesla,
boom.
210.
I get in the car.
Keep an eye on that
ride.
210 on Tesla.
I pull up at
209.90.
When I pull up at the McDonald's, detective says, you went to McDonald's? Bye-bye. You say, on Cleveland. Detective said, on Old Hapeville? You said, nah, the one across, and the detective then cuts into your statement. I want you to listen to it. We're talking about, obviously, where you were at around the time of Mr. Donovan Thomas getting shot, okay? Just to orient you.
So I got the car. I got pulled up at Green Store. I ain't somebody. So I'm talking to Lil Rick. Me and Lil Rick talking. I called him. He said he's on plea. So Rick had like, where you just go? You turn around. And I'm gonna go to the girl. He's like, all right. Boom. I get him a car. I ride to him. I pull up at the McDonald's. When I pull up at the McDonald's, to the McDonald's side, Cleveland, Wakefield, like the one right on the street. Yeah.
Did I say fairly what it what you said to the detectives? Did it sound correct?
That's what it said.
Yeah. Okay. Now, did you ever get word from the district attorney's office, the detectives, the ATF agents, anybody that Little Rick confirmed your statement to the police?
State girls.
That they spoke with Little Rick?
No.
They know. They're just trying this case for the hell of it, which is crazy, which is ignorant. It's sick. Whether they did or didn't do something.
Remember the McDonald's we're talking about on Cleveland Avenue?
I think you did something.
The one across the street
I'm
from
almost certain, but you got to prove it, right?
Coin-operated laundromat.
What Brian Steele's doing is really good. He's saying, like, fact
gas
of the matter
station
is,
and next to an auto parts store. You know which one?
Is they want to try to paint this picture to the jury that
you gotta show me a picture.
Is all
I know what you're talking about.
Hearsay or thoughts that they think this
in 2014, 2015. If you observe this,
where's the
just
proof?
Tell me, if you remember and you observe. Do you remember seeing surveillance cameras inside and outside that McDonald's?
That's not my neighborhood.
That's fine. That's good. Okay. All right. Now, you're aware by the time that all this happened, we'll just say January 2015, January 10, before Mr. Donovan Thomas's, God forbid, shot, you're aware that cell phones, cellular telephones, give a general description of the area the cell phone is in. Is that true?
Can you say it again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At and around or before Donovan Thomas's shooting, that's what I'm locking in on. Were you aware, did you know, that cellular telephones can tell a general vicinity of where the phone is? Do you know what I'm referring to?
You said, do I know about it?
Yeah. Did you know about it back then?
Yeah.
Okay. And in fact, you told the police on January 11th, 2015, within 7 hours, 8 hours of Mr. Donovan Thomas being, God forbid, shot, you brought a cell phone in the interrogation room with Detective Thorpe and said, my phone will tell you where the phone was. Remember doing that?
Right.
And that was you trying to tell the detective, don't look at me for the killing of Donovan Thomas. Fair to say? That's why you went there.
Right.
I'd like to play for you and just tell us, orient the ladies and gentlemen jury, if that's what you're talking about. This is, Your Honor, Jeffrey Williams 241G. It's in Gold Federal States Exhibit number 378Y. A is in Elisa. Your Honor, this is the January 11th, 2015 interrogation, a meeting with Detective Thorpe and Mr. Copeland. It's at 3:14:09 a.m. to 3:14:23 a.m. If you can listen to this, Mr. Copeland, just make sure that you tell the jurors correctly if this is what you're talking about.
I can't hear it.
No, it wasn't shared.
Okay.
So what I did was I kept it. Last thing I missed in my phone, I show you. I was asking everybody, like, should I go down there, bro? Cause I didn't do it. They come scan me, they do everything. I didn't do it.
Guys, get ready for a possible pullback here on the spy.
Show you every car that I talked first. They show you where I was now.
Is that you, Mr. Copeland? If you heard it, saying, you could check phone records, you can see where the phone was, where I was. Is that fair to say?
Huh?
Sorry. were you talking about in the Jeffrey Williams Exhibit 241G, States Exhibit 378YA, from the times that I announced? Was that you showing the detective with your phone on the desk?
Trying to show him I'm innocent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that phone, you see the phone that's in
There it
the
is.
Honorable
Told you,
Judge
there it
Whitaker's
goes.
courtroom on
See
display?
if you
That's
can
the
pull
phone
back
you brought in.
560. 560.
On the
You got a
camera?
dollar there.
Yes, sir.
You're getting in a little bit early. You
And
might want to give it some room. There's no volume
Did
today.
Detective Thorpe ever take your phone?
Oh my God.
Shit, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, let's do it both ways.
I don't really remember how that. It was so fast. I don't really remember how it went.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, and if you don't remember, just say I don't remember. Did anyone on the district attorney's
I'm gonna grab my
office
coffee. I'll be
or
right
the
back.
police
Let's get that
department
300
ever
likes, guys. I know we
show
can
you
do it.
that-
I know we can get to that 300
that
sub
the
mark.
contents of
I know
your
we can
phone,
do it.
that they
We're
looked
almost-
into
we're
your
almost
phone?
there for
Did
the
they ever
giveaway.
come back to you and say, hey, we can tell where you are, or these are the text messages? Did they ever show you that?
Miss Hilty told me that. I think in Glanville office that something about my phone showed me somewhere else. I can't. She said something to me about it, like during this trial. But I don't recall exactly how she said it.
Now, you had multiple phones, fair to say, on January 10th, 2015?
What you mean?
Multiple is a bad word. You had more than one phone on January. The day that Mr. Donovan Thomas was killed, you had more than one phone, right?
Ah, that hurts.
Everybody got more than one phone.
Okay. And including you, right?
Not really, Woody. I mean, sure, you might have a
Yeah.
work phone or something.
In
but...
fact, you told the jury on August 12th of 2024 that you had more than one phone. And if you listen to this, and just make sure that's what you're talking about, the night of Donovan Thomas's murder. JW 249, Your Honor, at 5:44:48 to 5:45:16 from the Fox 5 stream of this trial.
The trade I'd like to try to get is either the 562 short or 560 long to 562, and then like still a 562 short, possibly. You know, I'm not going to just fight the trend. Looks like you could see 563 also. 563, 563.15.
But I'm about to listen to something?
I think he's having a little issue. I'm sorry?
562 is also Friday's close.
You may. Do any need to have a restroom break anyway? Let's
get this money.
have a
Let's
short
get this money,
recess
baby.
while they get that queued up. It's
Right
about
here.
time for a restroom break.
Pass it out.
Yeah, thanks. All right, we'll take however long it takes the jury to get back, 10-ish minutes.
There you go. There's your Tesla entry. If you like a short there. Meta's still grinding and climbing higher, guys. That's a 522 hold. It said target at 525. Another day. Another day. If you were here with us, all you had to do was write down the levels. We said look for a pullback rate to the 516 area, that 20-day moving average, we're going to use yesterday's low as a support level, and we're going to go look for a target of 525. Final take profit at 530. See if we can break 525 on Meta. Tesla, I was long-minded. I got to be honest. I was long-minded on Tesla. 216, 218, and you know what? Now that I see it now, I didn't see it this morning. But we turned 218 yesterday into resistance. So it's a good thing I took those profits off in front of 216 there. Because I kind of had the realization like, hey, I don't want to be getting long here or staying long in front of a level. Like, you need to just get out. And I didn't notice that last Friday, the support at 216, we come back down, and then yesterday, you know, we can't hold Friday and yesterday, last Friday, we can't hold that 50-day right there with the red boxes. We can't hold that. You can see pre-market, it tries to hold, and it can't do it. You know, what would be cool is if you get another test and, like, run back up to that 50-day, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and make a cup of coffee real quick, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what happens the rest of the day here. I'm going to probably cut the stream off. There's nobody here, I don't think. I don't think there's anybody here. So, yeah. This channel might not be here for much longer. I think I might use it for a watch list and post like watch lists in the afternoon or something. But other than that, you know, sometimes you got to realize when sometimes it just ain't working, you know.
Just a day away from the biggest earnings report of the week. So, what happens if NVIDIA's quarterly report or forecast comes in weaker than expected? We're going to talk to one trader who's got protection strategy ideas. Tune into our Market Navigator segment later on today. Power Lunch, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
Ameritrade is now part of Schwab, bringing you an elevated experience.
Energizer's 3-in-1 Child Shield is the world's first coin lithium stream sponsor, and he says PayPal Steel doesn't use curses when he's reading the transcripts as well as his tone. He's establishing himself as respectful and trustworthy versus opposing counsel. He's working the jury, the judge, and the witness at the same damn time. Trust Unc. Listen, he is. You know, a lot of this is also connecting with the jury. We can't see them at home, guys. We're watching the trial, and the jury is not visible to protect their privacy. But you also have to remember, although he's having a conversation with Woody, and although the judge is watching as the coach, the jury is watching this. And that is why it's very important for, for Brian to pull out the lies. And again, Woody has said he's openly and overtly lied. But the point is, with those lies is what the detectives needed to verify and didn't. That's the key to this whole thing. They needed to verify the information and they did not do that. This entire case is built upon hearsay. You know, I really try to give back to you guys with the legal knowledge, right? And sometimes I will take you to the federal rules of evidence. What is hearsay? Hearsay is a statement, right? It means that a person's oral assertion was made, right? And then there's a declarant. So that means a person made that statement. Hearsay.
Guys, this is a nice entry point for a Tesla short if you like it. I can't tell you what to do. But your risk to reward here for a swing trade is nice. This is an entry point. 15-minute trade line coming in here. What time is it? Is it 11? Yeah, so it's not like it's lunchtime here. All right. This is a beautiful possible trade here. If you like it. Again, if you like it. I'm thinking about
it. Is a statement that, one, a declarant does not make while testifying in a current trial, and two, a party offers an evidence to prove the failure, and this is what the failure is on the detectives for not validating that little Woody said things that were true. And, you know, we talked about the half-truths. He takes the truth, he mixes it with lies, he mixes them together to finesse the situation. He mixes it. So it's really interesting to see how Steele is pulling that out, but it's almost a mission. He has to paint the picture for the jury in that way. So Viva, excellent observations and excellent points. Thank you so much for the super chat. He is your stream sponsor. Y'all can do it for me one more time. Type Viva in the chat for me. He is a writer and is doing his thing on Instagram. And shout out to Gail. She shared his Instagram. So thank you so much,